Welcome to Birdistan, and the YouTube channel, of course. This is Kirti De Silva, our resident expert, and I'm Max De Silva, the resident expert.
Resident experts.
Today we are going to talk about the white-spotted fantail, also known as the spot-breasted fantail. Local names are unknown, but we assert the white-spotted fantail.
Yes, it is a white-spotted fantail. In fact, white-spotted fantail is endemic to India. So you may not be able to find white-spotted fantails anywhere else in the world, or spot-breasted fantails. They were earlier considered to be one of the subspecies
of the white-throated fantail found in North India.
Yes, but not anymore. They are separate. They are two separate species, and scientifically, this bird is known as Ripidura
Abogus.
Yes, thank you, Max. It's a small passerine bird. Passerine bird means birds that perch on trees, tree branches. And it's a musical bird, so whenever it's around, most probably you will know there is a bird around.
But advice, when it's not singing, it just makes very low in volume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes like a spray sound or something like that. It makes. How do you know when you look at it? It is the white-spotted fantail.
You cannot know the white-spotted fantail with the so-called white spots. It's not white-spotted at all.
Not much, yeah.
I think spot-breasted sounds better. So see, here's how you identified it as a white supercilium and a white throat. Two fine lines, which may even look like a mask. Then it has got a small hooked bill,
yes,
which is curved. They've got a white breast and belly, which has got black spots on it.
Right.
Underparts are grayish to white. The main plumage, wings and cap is dark brown, but
yes,
can be slaty for young.
Yeah.
And defining feature is the tail. It has got white edges and it is literally a fantail for sure.
Yes.
A big fantail.
White-spotted fantail, literally it looks like a fantail. When you look at it, you will know why the name was kept so apt. So whenever the bird is flying around or perching, it has an erect tail which literally opens up like this, like a fan, and the edges of the fan are white in color, while the rest of the fan will look slaty brown to black as well, depending on the time of the day, how much brightness is there outside. According to that, the color slightly changes when you look at it. So at a glance, it will look like a black and white bird because a lot of white features right in front of you when you look facing it, but it actually is slaty brown on the back side.
For a person with a poor eye who never and does not have an experience with bird watching, they'll just call it the king or queen of sparrows. For those who are only familiar, sparrow, crow,
king or queen, yes.
Sparrow, crow, and pigeon. That's all. If they only know that, obviously they won't have any better term than that.
Right. And supercilium, like Max mentioned,
is a fine eye line above or on the line.
It's in bird terms, it is like an eyebrow. So when you look at this bird, it will have striking, noticeable white lines above its eyes, and that will for sure tell you that the noticeable eyebrows or the supercilium, as well as the fan that is
it
upright.
looks similar to the white-throated fantail, though they are not found in the same places. But the white-throated fantail is a bigger throat, as it implies, a big throat, and there's no spots on its breast.
When it comes to the weight or how big is the bird, it's basically between 14 to 17 centimeters long. So it is this big. It's literally this big.
And they weigh 10 to 14 grams only.
Very light. Yes. So it's a light bird that likes to play around. Especially during evening times, you may be able to spot it easily because of its eating behavior. We will get to the eating behavior later or the diet of white-spotted fantail. For now, all the description about how it looks. Now, the vocalization or the sounds that white-spotted fantail makes. It has two different sounds that it can make. Usually, when it is idle, not actually singing, it will make sounds like like we said it in the past as well earlier. And when it actually is in a good mood, I feel, because when I used to observe it outside our window, whenever it was in a good mood or it was too busy in itself, completely lost in its self, then it starts singing, isn't it, Max? It's very
As you
pleasant
can
to
hear,
listen.
you may hear Indian golden oval making a begging like song, but it is not begging, it's communication.
True. So
Pleading like sound.
pleading like sound. So white-spotted fantails have musical notes that they sing in, and beautiful way of singing. It goes something like, I can try, but I may not be good at it.
Try.
It's like chip, clip, chim, chiching, something like that. So it goes, and the same thing is repeated 3 to 4 times to 5 times at times, and it becomes really melodious and musical. But this is very rare. They hardly sing. They mainly make the sound like the spray sound that I was making. The musical sound they make, I guess, on beautiful days when they are feeling very good. Especially during rainy season, you can hear them sing more. I don't know why, but they feel more excited. They are very happy during the rainy season because of a lot of food, maybe. So they are very, very happy and energetic. White-spotted fantails are generally quite hyperactive. So when you see them, they will be
They are
jumping.
normally seen jumping very quickly on
From
trees.
one branch to the other, from one tree to the other. They are not perched in one place for few minutes at a time. They will keep on jumping, hopping from one tree to the other and doing activities instead of being settled on one branch. So whenever you see they are, the tail is fanned out and they are flying, a couple of them or maybe 3 of them can be sighted at once.
When they're flying, you cannot make out what it is, just a blurry thing.
True. Like any other bird.
Not well defined.
Now let's discuss where you can actually find these beautiful small passerine musical birds, white-spotted fantails.
Yes.
Yes, I like them. I definitely like white-spotted fantails because they are good to look at. They actually can be relied upon in terms of they will come for sure daily, and where you can find them. What is the locality exactly? Next, do you know they are found in cultivation lands? They are also found in forests. They are also found in scrubs. They can be found in urban gardens as well.
Undergrowth.
Undergrowths of forests, because there they get more food and
On the
insects.
ground, insects come out.
Yes, and during the day, in the afternoons, not that they disappear like many other birds. We don't know where exactly they go. They are in the shade, but they are hiding. Fantails can be very active even during the day, in the afternoon as well when the sun is raging. They are generally found under the canopies of the trees, doing about their daily activity or hyperactivity, as you know. So they are found in all of these locations. It is possible, if you are living in India, central India or southern India, you can spot a white-spotted fantail in your neighborhood anytime. Just spend some time by the window or outdoors, and maybe you will be lucky enough to see one of them. They are pretty common birds around in India, in the habitat that we have in the environment, and you will be able to see them almost throughout the year, not just in summer, rain or winter, but rainy season could be double the chances of you spotting them, and especially in the evenings. Early evening to late evening, the entire time they can be spotted outside. Max, do you know, are they migratory or non-migratory?
They're not migratory. They're resident breeders to India.
They are resident breeders in India. True. They are found all around the year in India, as well as they do not migrate.
They're endemic.
Yes, they are endemic to India. What do the white-spotted fantails eat? What is their normal diet is like? They are insectivorous by diet. Max, do you know what all insects can they eat?
Locust, insect larvae, flies, grasshoppers,
Oh wow.
winged termite, and so on.
Also mosquitoes. And rainy season being a time of the year in India where many mosquitoes start coming up because of the water.
I've also
clogging.
noticed that they take moths.
They do take moths, yes, and also flying termites. So during the rainy season, they could be extremely happy because there is abundance of food all over the place, especially during the evenings when the flies or the insects are coming out and they want to bite people. Our white-spotted fantails, they can be good terminators for insects around, because they are overjoyed with the amount of insects that are flying around, because they can catch them while they are flying. So they have hooked bills which helps them catching flying insects while they are, in the air itself. They are good at catching and hunting insects. They also like to perch on trees that are dead. Why dead trees? Because the dead trees will harbor a lot of termites in them, and due to that they get attracted to the same tree again and again and again. Due to their territorial behavior, they will guard that tree and not let any other bird come while they are around the tree or while they are eating on that tree. So we actually have seen this behavior. We both of us have experienced it, isn't it, Max?
Yes.
They used to come almost every evening. Around sunset time, they would spend about 1 hour to 1.5 hours to 2 hours, almost when it was dark. Literally, when it was turning dark, they would go. Or sometimes we didn't even notice when exactly they left. So they would remain there, they would be eating, they would be hopping around, they would be guarding that tree. Not even crows would sit around at that time. For some reason, maybe it was fantail.
It would usually be only one fantail alone.
Yeah. And it would be very happy guarding that tree, establishing its territory around that tree. Unfortunately, the tree is gone now because it was cut off because of being dead. Otherwise, we used to have this wonderful fantail coming every single evening. We knew for sure that it was going to come, no matter other birds came or not that day. But at least the fantail came every single day visiting our neighborhood, only for that tree and for the termites, most probably. The mating season and the breeding season
is March to July of the white-spotted fantail or the spot-breasted fantail.
True, from March to July. March being the spring season, and it almost lasts till the end of summer or beginning of the monsoon. So this is the season when they breed. Some white-spotted fantails also can do 2 broods in a year. Second brood also they can raise in the same year. So they are pretty active. The nest building process is done by the male and the female, both of them together.
And they also raise the young together and incubate the young.
They are great partners because they are monogamous.
They mate for life.
Yes, their companionship could be taken as an example for people, that they are monogamous, they build their nest together, they incubate their eggs together, as well as they care for their hatchlings, that is the young ones, also together as parents. So they have a very strong bond in the family like that. And the nest can be found on trees between 2 branches like a cup. Literally, it has a broader upward.
It is conical.
Conical like a cup, and then lower part of it becomes narrow.
The excreta can be disposed of the young because of the conical shape.
Yes. It has a hole towards the end, towards the tail of the nest, and from there maybe waste things can be let outside. The nest is made of grass, leaves, reef, fibers, plant fibers, different materials that are delicate, not very hard. So anything that they find that is delicate, like grass or softer material, they use that for the nest building. Also, they lay 3 eggs every time. The clutch size would be 3 hatchlings, and both the parents, since they both take care of it, the success rate of eggs turning into young adults is pretty high because the care given by the parents is good. Also, the young ones apply a corrosive saliva like substance on their body to defend themselves against predatory birds or any harm from other birds.
According to research on its relatives, may not be true, but it is an interesting fact for sure.
Yes. The conservation status of white-spotted fantail
is least concern.
Yes.
The population has not been determined.
Thank you. The population seems to be consistent, doesn't seem to have any threats otherwise. But the numbers are unknown, how many exactly are there, but they are spotted quite casually and commonly. So I'm sure that they may not be under any threat as of now. Some of the birds that can be threat to the white-spotted fantails are black drongos that I've personally seen. I've personally seen the black drongo attacking the white-spotted fantail. So and it was terrified. So I have added that not much information is actually available online about the white-spotted fantail. So if you're looking to find out more about, or if you know more about the white-spotted fantail, you must log it, you must record it, because we need more information about it.
We have told about the black Jongo's predator to white-spotted fantail from our own opinion and observation.
Our own experience and our own observation. Cats, rats also are known threats
and
to toads, as well as common mynas can be a threat to white-spotted fantail because they like to steal the eggs from the nest, or they also are a threat to the smaller birds while they are growing up, the young ones. So these are some of the common threats for white-spotted fantail. Otherwise, they are pretty happy, hyperactive, rather active birds to look at. See, in Marathi they are called nachni. My best guess is because nachni is dancing. So maybe because they keep on turning, twisting, dancing all the time. Maybe because of that people call it nachni. Because every time you look at it, it's just moving all the time, moving in directions, changing the direction, going up, going down, the higher branch, lower branch. So it's an amazing sight. It's an amazing sight to look at it. That is the reason, perhaps, is for the name Nachni in Marathi. In Hindi, I am not aware of the name. Otherwise, I would have definitely given the name in Hindi as well. But white-spotted fantail is good enough because it describes the way it is. It's a beautiful bird.